All right, some breaking news tonight. Garrett Gilbert looks like he's going to get the start in place of Taylor Heinicke in tonight's Washington football team game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Taylor Heinicke, along with plenty of other players on that Washington roster, dealing with COVID issues. And of course, the NFL rules are changing. So unfortunately, Taylor Heinicke wasn't able to make it for this one, though. Let's go ahead and bring in Pete Prisco to talk about what this means for this game. Garrett Gilbert, not exactly a ton of NFL experience, Pete. So what have you seen out of him that makes you think maybe he can actually lead Washington to a win tonight?
Well, I don't know if he can lead them to a victory, but he's played before. He played for the Cowboys last year, and he's actually, threw for over 230 yards in that game and did some good things, but inconsistent. Here's the reason why he's with Washington. He is very familiar with this offensive system. He was with Ron Rivera and Scott Turner when they were in Carolina. He played a lot of preseason games there. He understands what they want and what they need from that offense, which is why they brought him in to be the guy in case they did have to play a third-string quarterback, which they'll have to do. It's tough sledding for him. That's a pretty good Eagles defense that's getting better by the week. A lot of young players improving on that side of the ball. So it's going to be a challenge for Gilbert in this one. Plus, he's down 2 offensive linemen as well.
Yeah, I mean, that quarterback position for Washington has been in shambles this year, especially when you go back to Ryan Fitzpatrick at the beginning of the year, making an exit. Now, both of these teams at 6-7, just trying to stay relevant in the NFC. Who do you like in this game? We've seen the line move a bit. I think it's 6.5 earlier. Everything has moved to 8.5 now.
Yeah, and I think that's reflective of the quarterback position and some of the guys who are out for the Eagles. I mean, for Washington football team. The Eagles are actually relatively healthy. They get Jalen Hurts back. He's going to play. He practiced on Sunday in full. And I think that's a big advantage for them. And defensively, they've done some really good things in recent weeks. So I do think that there's a big edge for the Eagles in terms of the talent that will be on the field, which is why I think the Eagles will cover this number. My one concern, if Jalen Hurts struggles, they're going to start that Minshew mania going, and that's always a tough thing when you're a starting quarterback and you start hearing people calling for the backup. So keep an eye on that. That could happen if he struggles early.
All right, Pete, thank you so much. Once again, Garrett Gilbert going to get the start today in place of Taylor Heinicke. Heinicke out because of COVID issues. Both of these games that were moved to Tuesday night in the NFL, Seahawks, Rams, Washington, and Philly, are going to be played at the same time later this evening at 7 o'clock.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.